What up, fam? It's your boy CJ Register. Welcome to We Talk Sports as we tackle the latest sports issues of my favorite teams and my panel's favorite teams, and maybe some of you guys mutually through the eyes as we see it. Hopefully everybody tunes in, they join us, and have some great feedback. Tonight, I got my main man, Rodney Jones Bay, sitting in.
What's going on, CJ? What's up? We Talk Sports family. How y'all feeling this what's today? Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Unless we're running late. You know what that means, right? If we're running late, we're running late. It's gonna be a great broadcast, man. I got lots of juicy topics for you guys. Lisa Black says hello. Sydney Henson is here. Ryo and Jane is here. What up, CJ? How you guys doing tonight, man? Got a lot to talk about. A lot has happened since the last time we seen you guys. One thing that has happened is I had to write Jason Tatum a letter, man. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here on the home floor in the Boston Garden. Everybody talking about we're gonna have a game 7. It's going 7. Well, I'm still here in Boston, and it won't no game 7. It won't no game 7. So I just wanted to put that out there. So, and for everybody that's mad at me, maybe you need to get there and take a listen. Dear Jason Tatum and all of the Celtics fans around the world, why y'all mad at me? Huh? The boy had 100 turnovers. That's 100. Most in the NBA history. Stop turning the ball over. Stop turning the ball over. You win the game. I'm simply sitting here on your home court because I need you to get yourself here and practice today. I don't see nobody. Dear Jason Tatum, you need to practice. 100 turnovers. Signed, Laker fan. Has anybody seen? Respectfully. I just had to put that out there, man. I just had to put that out there because the Boston Celtics fans were coming at me all in droves, man. It's going 7. It's going 7. We're going back home and we're going to win on our own home court. No, you're not. You lost 3 in a row. Y'all lost 3 in a goddamn row. That's what you did. You went home. You had a good little season. I'm going to give you credit on that. But y'all got to capitalize turnovers. The whole NBA Finals was decided by turnovers. How you feel, Rodney, before we turn the page and just get on off of this?
I agree with you. I think it's a stat out there. Golden State cashed in, I think about an extra 30, 40 points just off of Boston Celtics turnovers. They're just playing sloppy all series.
Yeah, they were, man.
You can't do that against a veteran lethal team. Like every what do you call it? Every series counts.
It does. Every game counts. Every possession counts when you got teams like that.
That's what I mean, possession. Like
I actually thought that the matchup was perfect. We had great offense, we had great defense, and we knew it was going to come down to who turned the ball over, or who didn't shoot a great percentage from the floor. We were. I think I was kind of robbed of a great series. I wanted 7, but the turnovers proved to be the deciding factor.
Yep.
Now Boston has a great young team, and I'm one to always say, win it when you're there, because you never promise to get back.
Yep.
The East is gonna get better. The West is gonna get better. Trades will happen. Injuries, as we saw this year. A lot of this, what we saw was based on injuries. Clippers, on paper got the best roster in the NBA.
Yep.
Can't stay healthy. Lakers got a decent roster, but two things you can count on: a 19-year veteran in LeBron, he's gonna miss some games. Time management, okay. AD is gonna miss some games. That's just the way it is. And Russ gonna be Russ. And we knew when we spent that money, it was too much money. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn the page from the NBA, and we're gonna congratulate the Golden State Warriors in being the 2022 champion. And we're just gonna turn the page from there. I just had to turn the goddamn page, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk about something I really love. My Dallas Cowboys, man.
America's team.
I can't wait for football season. I'm gonna tell everybody that's watching too, right? This ain't a Dallas Cowboy program, but we talk about sports through the thing, most of the things that we like on this channel. You know, so hopefully, if you have anything to contribute, we would like you to add it to the channel as well. So the Dallas Cowboys. Let's talk about our Dallas Cowboys, man. Got an opening day matchup set already with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. 2 years in a row, right?
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. Came up a little bit short last year. Dak coming off the injury. Still played a pretty good game in my eyes. We just came up a little bit short. Team getting used to that new defense.
Yep.
I just think try number 2 is going to come out a little bit different. Gronkowski allegedly retired again. Tell me how you feel about that.
This guy, he's a great tight end.
Right.
Definitely, he's going to have one of them yellow jackets. I just think he doesn't really want to go through mini camp.
Thank you.
Maybe a little bit of training camp. So I won't believe he's retired until after week 1.
Man, let me tell you something right now. I'll be at the game, and I'm gonna tell you right now, 87 going to go suit up to play America's team on opening night. The dude I got this feeling, man. That's the kind of like a Gronk move right there. Like you said, he's gonna take the whole off season off, not obligated to anything. In about a week, 2 weeks before the game, he's back. But it doesn't matter. Cowboys win anyway. Let's talk about Mike McCarthy, man. I don't know if I'm mad at this or not, because Mike McCarthy, 2 years in a row, he's been fined for excessive aggression in practicing too hard. I don't even know if I'm really mad at that. I think the thing that I'm mad at is why we practice so hard. Why you can't get them to play hard? You pushing people in practice, put somebody in the game. How do you feel about that, right?
I agree. I definitely agree. It's kind of backwards to me. Did we lose a draft pick or we were just fined?
I think we're just fine, but we can look for a little deeper into it. But either way, it's frustrating and backwards, like you said.
It's just backwards.
Okay. Now, coming into the season, what's the one thing that you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to that defense getting better, getting accustomed to that Dan Quinn offense. Dan Quinn defense.
Right.
I'm looking forward to like that next step of dominance, which I know we can be.
I got you. I'm looking forward to that too, man. I just think I want a little more pressure on the ball at all times.
Consistent
in key situations. 3rd and long. I want to know that the quarterback only has 3.1 seconds or 3.8 seconds to throw the ball. I need pressure in his face all day. I don't need no quarterbacks at the end of the game with a fresh uniform on. I can't have that.
Nope.
So we gotta brush up on that. But Dak says he's feeling good, man. He's back. 2 years now removed from the injury. He says he's doing great. How you feeling about that?
Man, I'm glad that he's, he's speaking out and he's feeling better because a healthy Dak means a healthy offense,
Exactly. All right, let's see what because somebody will always say something that we got to talk about. We appreciate everybody's comments too. Tony Holmes says Kellen Moore calling them plays. What's he gonna do? I'm gonna let you speak on that one first, Ryan.
Kellen Moore has had the top 5 offense the last 3 or 4 years. I just think sometimes the players they got to step up a little
Right.
bit, and maybe Kellen Moore's play calling in key situations needs to improve. I mean, with every coordinator, you need to improve every year. So I can't really come down on Kellen Moore too much because
Right.
the numbers say different.
He's doing a great job. Right. Um, Everybody wants to point the finger at Kellen Moore. More so, what I get out of it is they tend to lean on this guy a little bit heavier than everybody else because of his age. He's a young guy. He's a baby face. You know what I'm saying? You know, but like you said, our offense is top 5, top 4, top 3 every year under Kellen Moore. So he's doing something right. Now there have been some key situations where we all would like something different, maybe a different play call or whatever. But I can tell you right now, if you can't see the difference between Kellen Moore and Scott Linehan, I think it was Linehan won it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Linehan.
Then I don't know what to tell you.
You need to get you a pair of these.
Right.
If you got a pair of these, you might need to get a new pair.
Yeah, you need to check that out, man, because Kellen Moore is gonna go somewhere. I'm not sure where it is, and
Could
he's
stay
gonna
in
be
the state of Texas.
he could stay in the state of Texas, but he's gonna be a future head coach
yeah.
in the NFL, man. So I don't know if it's all Kellen Moore. And you know what they say about coaching anyway. If you execute, doesn't matter what play you call.
Yeah, you know what's coming, but you can't stop it.
Exactly.
That's how we were our rookie year. They knew
Right.
it was coming. Couldn't stop it.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna blame it all on Kellen Moore. McCarthy. We've talked this thing into oblivion as well. Mike McCarthy was brought in to make the Dallas Cowboys a Super Bowl contender. Now we were already a contender. He was brought in to make us a Super Bowl champion.
Enhance what we already had.
Because the pieces were already there. He chose a defensive coordinator that couldn't call a defense better than me. But nobody wants to talk about that. They want to talk about a guy who every year puts the offense in the top 5 in the league. His first defensive coordinator had gotten ran out of every job he'd ever had.
Yep. Only had him because he was his friend.
The system. Man, so we got to let that go, man. I think a bigger topic we need to discuss as well is there's a lot of rumors floating around about Ezekiel Elliott, man. How long will he be with the team? Is this his last year? Is Zeke busted, wasted? Is too many miles on him? Zeke my bull. I like Zeke. You know what I'm saying? And I know running backs, ever since he signed that big contract, he's had a bullseye on him anyway, which is every player. You know what I'm saying? So, what are your feelings on Zeke?
Well, I like Zeke. I still think, he has a lot left in the tank. Of course, He's not Zeke from, his rookie year, the first couple of years in the league. I just think we need to, I wouldn't say split the carries, but we need to, I guess, have, incorporate Tony Pollard more. I feel like that would help Zeke in key situations as well. Down the stretch, maybe.
Yeah, but okay. Quarter. But when we're talking about Zeke and then we're talking about incorporating Tony Pollard, that ain't got nothing to do with Zeke. Zeke don't call the plays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Zeke goes out there, they say Zeke run off tackle. Zeke got to run off tackle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's up to the coaches to come up with a game plan. You pay me $90 million, put me in the game plan. I'm going to try to execute the game plan as best as possible. So it's not all on Zeke. And we do understand that our offensive line played horrendous at times as well. So that makes me a little bit more excited. Now, there have been some good talk about the rookie lineman Tyler Smith coming out of camp. But that's just in, shorts and shirts. But they say once he gets his hands on you, it's a different ball game. My biggest issue with the offensive line is, can we keep Tyler Smith healthy the entire season?
That's a questionable one.
And another thing I like to say is they do the stats and the wins and the losses when a player isn't in the game, and your left tackle is important. So I understand what they're saying. However, we get this every year. that he doesn't make it. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't make it through week XXX. You know, I I need some. I don't even have reassurance that he's going to make it this year.
He
You
might
know,
not even
so
make it half the season.
yeah, but if Tyler Smith can come in and performs, what does that do? That's the big question. If Tyler Smith comes in, let's say something happens, we have to shake the line up a little bit. Tyler
Yeah.
Smith comes in and he does well. What does that do with Tyron Smith?
Mm-hmm. Well, he
It's
got to
going to do
go.
something. I ain't gonna say he gotta go. You know, maybe we can rest him and we have both for the playoffs. I think big terms. You know, like that, like
Yeah.
in game, because there's no doubt in my mind when healthy, Tyron Smith beast mode. But he's so big and he puts so much pressure on his body, it's shot by the bye week.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to see about that as well. And we were talking about your boy Pollard a second ago. You said give Pollard more of a workload. Right? That what you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
like.
before you get started, I want to just bring something up and then you can feed off of it. Okay.
Okay.
So Pollard, I've got to see him take that 300 carries, 400 carries, and hold on to that and see how he handles it first before I just give him the keys to the car. You know, and I think there's going to be an opportunity coming up. He'll get more of a workload because this season is going to tell us a lot about the future of the running backs on the Dallas Cowboys squad. It really is. You know, so I like to see Pollard. I like to see Pollard and Zeke in the game at the same time. And I've been saying that for a while.
Yep.
You know,
I agree. That'll make us twice as lethal. You don't know who's getting the ball, and either running back can gas you.
exactly.
That makes us more. It makes us less predictable, more lethal, and it
Right.
increases our efficiency.
Exactly. Pollard coming off the line of scrimmage, taking the quick handoff. You know, Pollard quick screen. You know, Pollard in the flats. Pollard 1-on-1 with a linebacker. We gonna win that.
Every
You
time.
know, exactly. And then you topple that with the next piece that I was gonna bring in. We got CeeDee Lamb, Washington, Gallup, Tolbert, and a couple other guys that are gonna be competing for roster spots. So the wide receiver crew, I'm feeling pretty good about this wide receiver crew. You throw Pollard in as a scat back, in the slot, you know, screens, a little Debo work, just a little bit, you know. But we don't want him to be Debo. We want him to be Pollard. You know what I'm saying? But if we execute him into that offense and get that mixture going, and Kellen Moore has a brilliant mind. When Tony Holmes says he wants us to open up the playbook, I want Mike McCarthy to step back a little bit and let Kellen Moore open up the playbook. Because Mike McCarthy is the running back killer, not Kellen Moore.
I don't think he's ever had 1,000-yard running back.
Well, I think he had one. Close once, you know, but that's been a lot of years, so you probably wouldn't know, you know. So either way, I just like get the hands into all of your playmakers. There's no need to have an Pollard on the sideline. There's no need for any of our star players on the sideline. Get them into the game, incorporate them into the game plan, and let's make this thing go. Because I, as you, and as the rest of the Cowboy Nation, it's like, we want to win, man. That's all we want to do. We want to go further. I just want to go further than the first round. I'm tired of that. You know, regular season's over.
Actually, one and done, or we get to the divisional.
That hurts, man.
I need that NFC Championship game. But yeah, I think are you getting at pretty much we need to maximize our talent.
I mean, you can't keep saying the Cowboys got one of the best rosters in the NFL every year after every year after every year, and then look back and say, oh, they lost in the first round. Oh, they lost in the first round. Oh, something ain't right.
Yeah.
Either it's the roster. Go ahead.
They had the best roster in the league, and there's no progression.
No progression at all.
There's no trophies in the case.
we gotta do something's got to give, man. So I just there's too much talent on the team for us not to consistently compete. And then when you watch teams like Cincinnati come from out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. That's what and a lot of people, I might as well go ahead and put this out there. Joe Burrow, he's better than Dak Prescott. I just go ahead and stop right there.
The jury's out on that. So
The jury's at this point in their career, there is no jury. I mean, what jury? You know, he had help from his other 52 men on the roster. They played a better team game. I give them credit for that. You know,
but they ain't getting no. They got the same thing we got.
Right, empty finger. You know, now they played in the big game. I want to get to the big game, but like you said, they didn't do anything.
There's no slight to Joe Burrow. I like him. They got a future with that team, but
definitely
year Joe 2 versus year 7, we can't.
Right, Joe Burrow's a gunslinger now. I like his football acumen. You know, he's a good player. You know, I like when the young players come into the league and do great things. You know, so I like football, the sport itself, but I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. You know, so we just got to show up and show improve this year, man. And one guy I'm holding accountable for the defense. Now, Michael Parsons has taken on the role as the new official leader of the Dallas Cowboys defense. Would you agree to that or not? Let's start there.
Oh, I agree. Okay. I agree. He, you know what I want to say. He makes the defense better, and I think he turns up the intensity of the other guys. So
he's a high motor guy. Every player, yeah. You want those guys on your team. A high motor guy that goes out there and competes every freaking play.
And he makes the other guys want to do the same.
Exactly. He makes the other guys better. So imagine if we can get our other so-called leader, who's supposed to be the man on defense, him and DeMarcus Lawrence competing with each other for sacks and tackles for loss and things like that. Oh my God! Now what we got? You know, now what do we have? When we get something like that going on, imagine that. That would be too sweet, man. It would just be too sweet, man. And before we get out of here tonight, man, it's a light night coming off Father's Day. What I want to do, I also want to say is Happy Father's Day to all the fathers that were out there. Hope you guys had a great Father's Day, man. But what we want to do, Rodney, first, because every year you got to do something first. We want to win the NFC East. That's where we want to start, man. So, what issues do you see going forward in the NFC East and schedule-wise this year?
Our schedule up top is really tough.
That thing is tough all the way around.
And the Eagles, they got some
buttercups.
Yeah. So it's like we don't really have room for error simply because the Eagles have a really bad schedule. Not bad, but they have a really easy schedule.
Right, easier than ours. Like they come out the gate. We come out the gate with Tampa Bay and Cincy. Yep. You know, two tough playoff teams, and then with the Giants, I believe.
Think so.
I gotta look at.
I know week 4 we got Washington. And then we go to LA. Then we go to Green Bay.
Oh my! So we come out the box, and it's gonna be like right day one. It's time to. So the Cowboys we got the Buccaneers, the Bengals, the Giants. I was right.
Yeah.
And the Commanders, and then the Rams, and then the Eagles. So within the first 5 weeks, 3 of those games are versus NFC East teams.
And then and I think 4 of those teams was playoff teams.
Yeah.
So
we got to come out. Buccaneers,
no room for error early.
Buccaneers, Bengals, Giants, Commanders, Rams, Eagles. Top 6. We played in the first 6 games. We played everybody in the division, and we played the Super Bowl champions
from the last 2 years.
We played the Super Bowl champion Rams in the first 6 weeks. The Super Bowl opponent, the Bengals, and the Super Bowl champion from 2 years ago in the first 6 games of the season. So there is no error. Like you said, when we start, it's on day one, you know. So it's going to be very, very interesting this year. You know, we either play ourselves into into the playoffs, or we're gonna play ourselves out of the playoffs
really fast.
really, really fast. So, like you said, no wiggle room at all this year, man. So it's gonna be tough sledding, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. You got any parting words you want to say before we get up out of here?
My parting words is I hope the LA Lakers we do something to get better.
Okay,
because it ain't looking good.
We got NBA draft tomorrow.
I think so.
NBA draft is tomorrow. The NBA draft has gotten to me so watered down. I ain't gonna say I don't pay attention, but some of the names I don't even know. You know, because I love NBA basketball, but the way they conducted the NCAA and their agreement with the NBA, is something has to give to make it more interesting to me. But to me, they don't hype the draft. To me is like, okay, it ain't gonna change.
Hit or miss.
I don't see a player in this year's draft that's gonna make an impact to me.
Yeah,
he might add something to a team, but I don't see any immediate impact.
Or like a franchise player,
right? You know, they got that 7-1 guy from Gonzaga, but they say he didn't turn in his medical report, so he's gonna fall. They said that the guy number 5 for Duke, he's gonna be a top 2-3 pick as well. So I just don't see it. But the way the NBA is gone now, anyway, with the wide open game, marginal players are getting big contracts now. You know, so you can come in and just play defense, average about 10, 12 points, you're getting about $50, $60 million.
Oh yeah, so it's no rush or it's no pressure to be picked in the top 5 or like the NFL.
Only the guaranteed money.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You still want to get picked, but it's like normally back in the day, a top 10 player, immediate impact.
Yeah,
you know. So we'll have to see, man. Hey, look, appreciate y'all for tuning in for We Talk Sports. Football season is less than 100 days away, man. Oh, things are about to heat up, man. If you haven't liked my We Talk Sports page, might want to like that. I'm gonna start doing all of my sports videos on that page. I appreciate you. I'm a Cowboy fan. Hey, appreciate you, Rodney, for tuning in with me tonight, man. We got to get up out of here, man. All right.
Peace.
Peace.